Good, because neither was Izzy Dane. She
Yeah.
wasn't ready because Tatum Paxley does not even think about this damn girl.
How about that? What the fuck?
Dude, it's so fucked up. Like, it is so fucked up how this is going. Because, like, I actually feel bad for Izzy, and like I know that she's the heel, and I know that this is like part of the story, but I literally feel bad for her because like she keeps trying to say something, and Tatum just goes, "Nah, I'm gonna do something completely different." And she, dude, I know what's gonna happen. It is gonna happen at the match, but like, holy shit, it just like I feel so bad for Izzy. Not even for Tatum, just for Izzy.
But like, okay, that's like the obvious way to go because I'm with you.
Uh-huh.
Like, she's gonna turn on her and whatever. But what
Hmm.
if Tatum turns on her?
That would be stupid. Like that would be stupid. Like that would be the stupid. Like that would be stupid just because like Tatum is so over, and heel Tatum last time did not fucking work. It was like one of those things where it's like what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, it was pointless. You're right.
Like that. Like those ones is like it can't happen that way. Like if heel Tatum worked and it was like, oh, heel Tatum is actually cool, I'd be like, all right, this would work. But heel Tatum sucked. Like having her as a heel just be like, ugh. Like that's not okay.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Like the other part about this is like I see Izzy like she's growing into her spot, but I don't feel like she is big enough to step into the role that I think that they're gonna put her in. I don't think she is to me. Maybe they see something that I don't. But I feel like the whole thing is she's going to beat Tatum for the title, and then Tatum's going to have to claw and scratch her way back to get a title shot. But I don't like it.
Mm.
So that all stemmed from a promo where the culling is in the ring, and Izzy is telling Tatum, "Listen, you got to stop just giving out title shots. You got to stop." And she's like, "Yeah, you know what? You're right." And then JC Jane and Fatal Influence come out, and she just goes, "You need to give me a rematch." And she fucking Tatum just goes, "Okay, fine. Next week I'm gonna give you a rematch." And I'm like, yep, Izzy's gonna kill you right after you win."
After she just said she wouldn't do that anymore. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like like I said, I know where this is going. Izzy's gonna wind up beating Tatum for the title, but I don't see Izzy as the person.
Yeah. I don't see Izzy as a person either, so I don't see Izzy
No,
beating
I
her.
meant to say Izzy. I meant to say Izzy. Tatum, I do see as like as a champion, but I mean Izzy, I don't see as a champion.
Yeah, I kind of see Tatum as the secondary champion right now. She's growing into this though.
Yeah, like the thing is, like she's been doing it for so long, and like she got so popular, and she's like so over, and like she has something, and I'm like, okay, this works. Izzy, like we haven't really explored what Izzy is. Like we haven't explored Izzy Dane as a character. Like she
Yeah,
has the look, she just hasn't been explored as the character to be like, okay, she's like the most shit heel that we've ever seen. Maybe after the attack, I'll change my mind, but like, I just don't feel like it's there yet.
true.
So then we have the Vanity Project. Hey, I'm gonna defend my title next week. Cool, dude. And Ava's like, get the fuck out of my house.
I agree with
That's what I was thinking too. I was like,
her.
these guys gotta get the fuck out of here. They're a bunch of teenagers. How the fuck are they even wrestling?
Right? Like, what the fuck? Like, I feel
So
like
then they,
they shouldn't even be in NXT. Like, they're evolved, which is even lower than that. So, what the fuck?
yeah, I, I was just like, they gotta go, man.
Yeah.
Then they bump into their former partner, Ego, and Chelsea Green. And they're like, hey, Chip. Hey, Chip. And Ethan Page and Chelsea are in Ava's office, and she's like, "Yeah, next week you guys have to defend your titles." Like, okay, yeah, like we're cool with that. But tonight, Alba Fire has to take on Thea Hale. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I thought was like, oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Like I thought, like if they're gonna get fucked up here, so like it'll make the title match more complicated or something. You know what I mean?
I mean, the thing is, like, we'll get to it, and
Yeah.
it's just like I have an idea, but I also think that it's like this whole thing right now is just really stupid. But like I have an idea. We'll get to it when we get to that part
Yeah.
of this. But it's like I feel like this is something really stupid. It did something also really stupid. Grande Americano versus I don't even know dude's name. Jasper Troy.
Jasper Troy.
Jasper fucking Troy. For the speed title. And I know why it was done, but at the same time, it was just stupid. What say you?
No, I agree because they could have done something better with that if they waited it out. Because technically, Grande Americano is not the champion because it's Chad Gable, the first Grande Americano. They could have done something with that if they waited it out, but whatever.
So I don't appreciate Jasper Troy as a champion. He's brand fucking new and
Yeah,
he's champion. But the reason that they did it, I understand and I get it. It's like you have Grande Americano. He's super over in AAA. He's super over on the main roster. Why the fuck are you wasting him on NXT? Like you strap him with a title that's only relegated to NXT. Why the fuck are you wasting him with the title? Like I get it, but it should have been a different person to win the title.
yeah,
Because
I
like
agree.
watching Grande Americano down to NXT is like, like this guy's like too popular to be here. Like he's straight up main roster. He's like super like he's a superstar. Why is he here?
I mean, is he popular in the main roster? Because I swear he's only getting cheered in NXT and AAA. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I could be wrong about
No,
that.
you're very wrong.
Okay,
Like you're very wrong. On Raw, he gets cheered. Like he went from boo to hey, we like him, and then we have to kind of boo him, but hey, we like him.
got you.
So then we get a Thea Hill and Joe Hendry, and Joe Hendry was saying that hell yeah,
That's
that
gonna
was
be the
actually.
T-shirt.
I hope it's a T-shirt, but I like that. I was like, oh hell yeah, that's actually kind of cool.
Gave her something.
Yes. Then we had Sean Legacy, and he's in the back saying, "Hey Ava, I'm gonna get a shot at the Evolve title next week." She goes, "Sure, because we don't know what else to fucking do with you guys, so you guys will just get squeezed into our show too."
Might as well.
And Sol Ruka says that she's actually cleared, and Zarya's like, "Dude, I don't know if you're ready for this," and Sol's like, "No, I have to do this." So Zarya goes, "You know what? Fuck it. We could both win titles next week and we could be double champs." And Soul's like, yeah. And I'm like, that's not happening. Like, I hope they do it this way, and I really hope that they do it this way. I hope that they let Soul and Blake go on first, and then we have Zarya for the championship match, and Soul just costs her the title.
Yeah, I would like that.
Yes. So then we had Thea Hill versus Alba Fire. And this was a good match, and I'm just like wondering, like, what are they gonna do with Thea? Like, Thea's been there forever. She hasn't evolved. She haven't won a title. I mean, she's evolved as a character and a wrestler, but they haven't evolved her and put the title on her. And it's like, it's one or two things are gonna happen. either they're gonna eventually put a title on her, it's gonna be way too late, or they're just gonna put her on the main roster.
which I think more than likely is gonna be the second one because it's been way too long to not put the title on her. So I don't think they are at this point.
Like the third thing they could do is do what they do with Ethan Page and put Thea in AAA with Joe Hendry and just have them as an act in AAA. That would be entertaining and like that would be something for her to do.
Yeah,
Because I feel like she's been there, she hasn't evolved into like what they needed her involved to. Because it's like they won't put the title on her. Like she had so many times where she's supposed to have a title on her, and they just go, nah, no, no, not now, no, not now. And it's like just do something with her. Like she can get over, she can wrestle. Just do something with her. Just put the title on her. Like she has a character. Just do something. And they're like, nah, we'll get to it eventually.
that's why I say at this point I kind of gave up on her on the NXT.
Yeah, like she's like something has to happen.
Yeah,
Then we had a backstage, and a lot of people missed this. A lot of people missed this. So Ricky Sayes is talking to Tatum Paxley, and he's telling her like, be the champion that you want to be. Don't listen to anybody else. Be the champion that you want to be. So she's talking to him, going, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, Ricky, I get it." And he's like, "It's not about them. It's about you." And he's like, basically trying to break her out of the Cullings like stuff. And so they come up with like, Tatum, we have to go. And she's like, okay. And then she goes back to Ricky. She was like, wait, I forgot to tell you, Tatum, let's go. And he's sitting there baffled, and we never find out what it is. We find out eventually later. But a lot of people missed her trying to warn him what was going on later.
you know I totally forgot about that and I didn't put like one and one together with what
See, that's what I
happened.
mean. Like a lot of people missed that and was like, oh shit, like that's what that is.
She tried to warn him. Oh shit.
Yeah, because like the whole time I'm sitting there trying to figure out what it was. I was like, oh. At the end of the show, I was like, oh, that's what it was.
Makes sense.
Yep. So then we had something that you booked last week. It was Blake Monroe talking to her better half, which is the woman from hell.
I can't believe I guessed that right. Oh
Yeah,
shit.
like you guessed that right and called it. And they're basically saying we need to work together to keep the title. So basically, she has the good side and the bad side, which there is like the good side is also the bad side. So I'm kind of confused,
I was just about to say that. Like, which one's the good side?
right? But
Cause
I'm
it seemed like the fucking that woman from hell and whatever. She seemed more like the good side, cause like she talking about how much she loves Blake and whatever.
yeah, I'm like I want to see where they're gonna go with this, and like Blake is the perfect person to pull this off, so I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
Like I'm not like, oh, they just gave her this gimmick. Like she's the perfect person to pull this off, so I'm like, all right, let's go with this.
yeah.
And then we had Javon Evans talking to Leon Slater on the phone, and he told him, "Yo, Ava got us a title match," and it was something off about the way they were talking, and I was like, huh. And he was like, "Yeah, I want you to come out there with me, like just stay by your phone." So I was like, huh. Like that's what I kept saying was, huh, like something was off.
Cause like that's not the first time they ever done something like that. So why they put emphasis on it?
Like yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was like he was saying like he's over there back in London and this. And I'm like, this doesn't seem right. Something about this just doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
Because like they're really fucking smart. Something just doesn't seem right. That's why I was like, huh. Then we had Jordan Grace, and she had on glasses, and for 2 minutes while she was speaking, I still was like, all right, who is this?
Yeah, she they didn't look like herself with glasses on.
Yeah. And then like they said it was Jordan Grace, and she's gonna fight Kalani Jordan. I was like, oh, that's Jordan Grace. I was like, she just looked completely different with glasses.
Yep.
So then we had Javon, and Javon's talking shit about Darkseid. Then he has this FaceTime, quote unquote, with Leon Slater. And then Darkseid comes out to beat up Javon, and Leon is like, what's going on? It's like, the lights are going down. What's happening? Javon, you still there? And I was like, he's in the building. Like, he's right there in the building. I know he's in the building. And then he runs out and helps Javon beat up Darkseid.
Here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
If it was just that, I'll be fine with it, right?
Uh-huh.
I hated this whole thing just because of
Mhm.
Javon.
Okay, why?
Like Javon, he's calling him out. He's like,
Mm.
"Come on, Leon, come on, we got him, come on, come on." I I would check that after he did that. Like, no,
So you just wanted it to happen and Javon not say anything.
yeah, like it felt like even though me and you know this shit and we've seen it coming, like it felt better that way. Like it took me out of it. Like with bad acting,
Yeah, that would have been better if he didn't say anything and just like he just came up. That would have been better.
yeah,
So then we had a backstage with Trick and Kalani Jordan, and she's basically saying, "Listen, I'm not the bad guy." And Trick's like, "No, you're not the bad guy. Like nothing you did was wrong." And you and me both laughed because we was like, "Oh, he's with his sister-in-law."
yeah, yeah.
But like,
Do you
she's
remember
not.
what he called her?
What did he call her?
She said that she is her. And she goes, "Yeah, I am her."
I don't. I want her to use that. Like, I really want her to use that.
Same, same. Now, will they do it due to the fact that her, I believe, fiance,
Mhm.
Carmelo, uses he is him,
If they do it right, it could be a thing for later on. It could be a
yeah,
thing for later.
yeah. Because also he's
So
face right now, so
yeah. So I would be okay with them using her, and then later on, her and him become a thing on the main
yeah,
roster.
totally fine with that.
So yeah, I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
So then we had a speed match between Skylar Ray and Fallon Henley. First off, I knew Skylar Ray was not going to fucking win because she was brand new, but
okay,
she actually surprised the fucking shit out of me because she can wrestle.
right.
So I was like, holy shit, that's kind of crazy.
I thought she was gonna job out.
Yeah. So Zarya is going to face Fallon Henley next week. And I'm watching that going, okay, they're gone. They're gone. Like I'm watching the end of that and I'm like, they're gone. There's no way you're telling me by the end of the year, Fatal Influence is staying on NXT. It's not happening. They're gone. Like, cause I'm just looking at them, I'm like, oh, this is definitely like something is gonna happen. Cause it's too like it's lining up too perfectly the way that they look and everything that's going on with them. It's like they're not staying in NXT for long. Like this is over.
Basically, like it's about time for JC.
Mm-hmm.
Fallon too, but
Yep.
Fallon was green for a while. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Because JC always had it. So like, yeah, both of them. I'm not sure about the new girl though, lady.
Listen, she needs some seasoning. But if even if they just kept her and just threw her up there on the main roster, she would even get more seasoning, or they just be like, go back down.
Yeah,
Cause like the fucking main roster does need some freshening up, and they can freshen it up. JC is a star. Fallon's a star. Like they could freshen up the whole main roster if you just let them go up.
yep. Or bring somebody down. You know, like they did a while ago. You suggested it when they like Dominic needed it.
Mm-hmm.
Like they could have somebody from the main roster that needs to come down and work on that person.
Yeah, they could have a few. They could have a few people come down because like I think a few people would benefit from just like the chill out. Like, all right, I get to do NXT and then come back up to the main roster. But a lot of these NXT people need to get called up soon.
Yep.
So then we had Jasper Troy say, "I'm not known for speed, but I'm the speed champion." Like that didn't make any sense. It's stupid. And then we had Dark State cut a promo about being Dark State, like, "Hey, we gonna kick your ass next week." And I'm like, you might, because if we go by go home show math, they got their ass beat, so of course they might keep the titles.
No, but Dark State is great. They're so great. I forgot they were tag team champions. I thought they were still the Hardys. But yeah, they're
Yes.
great.
So then we get Fatal Influence, and they're talking, and Laney's like, "Hey, you guys are going for championships next week. I got something I gotta do too." And they was like, "Okay, well, all right, sure." So that was a thing. Then we had Tavion Heights versus your favorite wrestler in NXT, Josh Briggs.
Yeah, go away, Josh or Briggs, whatever the fuck the crowd says. Like he's so bad, I don't even know the fucking like bad chant for him.
They say, "Briggs, go away. Briggs, go away.
See
Briggs, go away."
that's how bad he is. I can't even remember the insult for him.
Damn. So he does go away because he gets beat by Tavion Heights.
When's the last time this man won something?
Um, Good question.
See?
So then we had Miles Bourne talking to Ava, and he didn't even make a challenge. He didn't say shit. He just was there. And Ren Sinclair comes out. She's talking about the Ren QC, and Kendall Gray's there with her, and they're just talking. And all of a sudden, Laney Reed walks up and slaps the dog shit out of Kendall Gray and sets up a match for them next week.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
Me neither.
Yeah, I thought she would slap either Zaria or something like that. You know what I mean? To basically the following week go for the title. If Zaria won, that is.
Yeah, but like this sets her up like straight up for a title match immediately.
Yeah.
So
Notice all
then we
three
get
members have a title match.
yes, then we get to the main event, and it's a last man standing with Trick versus Ricky. And this match was good. I thought this match was going to be on Gold Rush, but this match happened here, and Trick loses to Ricky because Ricky speared him out the crowd onto a table, and then they're both trying to get up, and Ricky just pushes Trick, and Trick goes down. I actually liked that finish. It was actually fun.
Yeah. This match should have been on Gold Rush though.
Yes,
Like for real. Like what you gonna do with this title? Because as of right now, it's not on Gold Rush.
yeah, but then after the match, we had the return of Oba Femi. And I was so pissed at this return. I was so fucking pissed
I've seen a lot of people pissed off about that.
because it got cut off. It literally got cut off as soon as he gets out there. He didn't even do anything. He's halfway, not even out the fucking thing. It's off and it's over and it's just done. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, this was a huge return and timing got fucked up and we didn't even get to see it. I was pissed.
Yeah.
But there was actually something that actually came out cool from that though. So they released a video, WWE, because they knew they fucked up. They released a video, and there's a shot. in the video that is like this motherfucker is not only massive, but whoever shot this was fucking awesome because it's a shot of Ricky Starks and he's in the ring with the title and it's like dark because of Oba like coming in, but it's the shadow of Oba behind Ricky that's like a massive giant and Ricky's just there with the title and it's like that is a fucking killer ass shot. That is a fucking amazing shot.
Yeah, that
Like I see that
pretty
shot,
good.
I'm like, holy fuck, that's a great shot. Because at first, like I looked at it, I was like, oh, that's the lights, and then I looked at it with the silhouette of Oba, like a giant hovering over Ricky, and Ricky's all beat up, and it's like, ooh, that that is like whoever got that shot was perfectly timed. That was a perfect shot. I like that.
Like when I first saw it, I thought it was photoshopped. So like I'm looking at it, I look at the comments, they're like, no, this is real. So well,
Yeah,
shit.
because I watched the video and then like somebody screenshotted that one thing and I was like, oh my God, that was perfect. Like that was fucking perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, like so Oba's back in NXT and talk about Oba more later on in the show.
All right.
So we open up Raw with Triple H talking about, people talk about things and they make things up the internet and all these other people they say stuff, sometimes this is that, this is that. No one has an answer. And when you say the greatest of all times, you never know who the greatest of all times is because everyone has an opinion. But when it comes to everything, I mean, subjectively, I think this guy has everything. And it's John Cena.
I was like, oh, okay.
Dude, I would like he was the way he was talking at first, I thought he was gonna go say some political bullshit. Then I was like, okay, he's not gonna say some political bullshit. Okay, he's gonna say some hater shit. Then he didn't say that. Then I was like, wait, is he gonna say this bitch is in the Hall of Fame? Then he didn't say that, and he just introduced John Cena.
Here's the
Oh,
funny
so
part. I actually thought he was gonna introduce The Rock because everything he said,
uh-huh.
you could actually stick on The Rock too. Like it goes either way, depending on
So
which
that's
one you
like a
take.
shot at The Rock.
That's what I feel.
Like that shit was like I didn't want him out there, but it worked for the thing because John Cena came out. John cut a promo because he's in Boston. He's happy to be in Boston.
Yep.
And then he reveals something that Saturday Night's main event, he wants not just for him, but he wants it for the younger talent from NXT to be on the show and wrestle people in the main roster. And I was like, okay, okay. I mean, that makes the show even more interesting now because it's going to be younger, up and coming NXT talent getting a shine on the main roster. So I'm okay with that.
Yeah. It makes fucking Saturday Night Main Event way better.
Yes. So he's talking, and then Dom comes out, and Dom is pissed off because they keep treating him like shit. And he's talking to Triple H, and John's like, hold up. He's like, shut up while grown folks are talking. I was like, wait, what? It's like, you're
Like
the youngest in the ring. What are you talking about?
I literally said to myself, like, isn't he older than you?
So then John was like, you got a smart mouth. And he's like, you know what? We're here in Boston. We should have a match. And then Triple H just says, all right, cool. You two are going to have a match for the Intercontinental Championship right now.
And
And
Dom could like dispute that, I think.
yes. But this was awesome because, like, Dom got the Russell Cena. They did an Eddie Guerrero tribute spot in there. And I text you earlier in the day and I was like, Grand Slam.
I had no fucking idea what he was talking about, and I'm upset about that shit.
I know. And John Cena in Boston won the Intercontinental Champion, is now a Grand Slam winner.
I'm of two minds of this. Like, but I'm more happy than I am upset because I've been preaching John Cena win the IC title for the longest.
Hmm.
Be, before he won 17, he got both records, so that's great
Hmm.
for him. But I'm kind of upset for Dom because I really have a soft spot for Dom. But at the same time, it did good for him too because he wrestled John.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not
It,
hurt, but at the same time, eh, you know.
yeah. And then John got congratulated by everybody, and Ray shook made John's hand, and then John bumped into Cody Rhodes. Then we had the first round of the John Cena Memorial Invitational Tournament.
You keep saying Memorial. What the fuck? Every time you say it, I want to crack up. By the way, like before you start with that, the funniest
Hmm.
part about the fucking Dominic thing though, Ray
Hmm.
tweeting LOL. He's a bad father.
He's a good father. He's a really good father.
All right, continue the tournament, but like LOL. What the fuck?
So we had a match between two exes because it was Damian Pristo versus Rusev. And um Alistair Black's thing is rubbing off on Damian Priest because his eye's fucked up.
Think he might join him
Uh,
eventually?
I I have a weird feeling this might be a start or something because that's how it started with every other person that this happened to. So I have a weird feeling.
Well, that was the other show though. So, but this whole
I know they're
injury
both on
fucker here.
SmackDown though.
Oh shit, that's not what I meant. But you know,
So that happened, and Rusev wins to go on to the next round of the tournament.
I didn't see that coming.
I didn't either. So then we have AJ Lee, not the one person, but the two people,
The tag team.
the tag team player, and they come up to Adam Pearce like, "Yo, we want to defend the tag titles. We want to defend the tag titles." And they're like, "Okay, but we need a name." And Dragon says something in Spanish, and I think it was like the stylish dragons in Spanish.
I believe it was Dragons with Style.
Yes. And then AJ's like, I don't know about that. It's kind of long. We'll work on it. So they walked off, and Maxine Dupree walks up, and she's like, listen, I'm still not ready, but you know what? The person said, you know what? You'll never be ready. Just to go ahead and do it. And Pierce is like, are you saying you want to do it? She's like, yeah, I'm going to do it. Well, next week you got a match against Becky Lynch for the IC title. And Becky punched the shit out of Maxine and says, you're not ready, and welcome to the big time. And because I know what I know, I think Maxine might win the IC title next week.
Well, shit. Okay.
Yeah, I think she might win the IC title next week, and I'll explain why later, but I think she might win the IC title next week.
Okay.
So then we get Logan Paul coming out to interrupt CM Punk, and then the Vision comes out of nowhere because Logan Paul has joined the Vision. And then Jay Uso comes out to help CM Punk, and I was like, Jay's gonna turn on Punk.
I was
Jay's gonna
thinking the
turn on,
same thing.
and then Cody Rhodes comes out, and it's the three of them versus the three of the Vision. They beat the shit out of the Vision and run them off. And I was like, dude, I swear Jay Uso was gonna fucking turn on him.
I still will.
I hope he does. Like, I hope he does next week.
Yep.
So now we have a match between Raquel Rodriguez and Stephanie Vecchia for the world title. This match was a lot better than a lot of people was expecting, and it was good. It was really good. And Stephanie won. And at the beginning of the match, you text me was like, "How long before Nikki turns?" And I was like, tonight.
Because that was another obvious one.
Yes. And soon as Stephanie won, Nikki just clobbered the shit out of her, laid her out. So now she's going to challenge her for the title.
That's the only bad part.
Yes. So this is very annoying because we have Cody, Jay, and Punk in the back talking to Adam Pierce. He's like, "You ready? Yeah." He's like, "Yeah." And Pierce is like, "What do you like? What do you guys want?" He's like, "You know what we want." And he goes, "Are you saying what I think you're saying?" He's like, "Yeah." And then he goes, "Mr. Regal, are they saying what I think they're saying?" And he goes, "War games." And the best part about this War Games is everybody's response to it because Jey Uso fighting for his life not to crack up. Fucking Cody is giggling and fucking CM Punk is smiles from ear to ear because this was so fucking funny.
Hmm.
Dude, that shit like I don't know how I feel about this War Games and I've been saying how I don't like this War Games and the
Oh, I don't
other
like it at
one
all.
made listen, the other one made more sense, and I know that we need two more people on both sides to even out this war games. I I'm still not for it, even when we find out the rest of the people. Like, because I have some suspicions, what I'll talk about later. But I, I'm not for this. Like, I'm not for this at all.
Same. I don't like it at all.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I'd
really
rather be
wish
the
they
one
would.
you said.
Yeah, I wish they would have did that one, but like this one is just. But whatever.
Normally, we're
So.
in the minority, but
Mhm.
I've seen a lot of people have the same sentiment as you and want that one too.
Yeah, because it's just it's stupid. It's very stupid.
Yeah.
So then we have another match in the John Cena Memorial Tournament. We have Sheamus versus Shinsuke Nakamura. And so I'm gonna go on a little small rant about the Nakamura thing because I said this and I tweeted this out because I'm pissed off because all of a sudden everybody Meltzer and this person Sean Ross Sapp and all these other people are saying, you know, this wasn't gonna happen. This Nakamura thing wasn't gonna happen, and AEW didn't have anything to do with Okada being a person, a Russell Tanahashi. None of that happened. And I was like, that's not what happened. I got on here and said that's not what happened. And everyone with a Japanese connection, keeping it strong style. One of the New Japan, like straight up, they watch New Japan. They know people over there. Keep it strong style. Drop the podcast, and everybody that has a Japanese connection over in Japan that knows backstage stuff that's happening in Japan all said they're right. They're right. They're right. You guys need to listen to this podcast because on the podcast they go, the Nakamura thing was always the plan. Nakamura was always the plan. And they said, listen, I'm not saying with no concrete evidence, but I'm just going to say Tony blocked it. And so I saw some people go, no, that's not right. That's not right. Until Tanahashi goes, yeah, no, me and Nakamura, like when he came over in Japan for a few weeks ago, yeah, we were already talking. Everything was on the table. All the cards were laid out. But politics got in the way at the end, and we had to go a different way. But my dream opponent to end this was always Nakamura, and it's like, oh, he said it out of his mouth, out of his own fucking mouth, the thing that other people are saying. No, it was always going to be Okada. Like, and WWE dropped the ball. WWE didn't drop the ball. It wasn't a WWE call. But what was funny about that, Tanahashi said, I still really want to face him. You never know what could happen because I might have to do some outside sourcing. And
Ah.
somebody from Japan immediately tweeted under there was like, oh, they're gonna face each other in New Year, like the New Year show on Noah. And then everybody was like, wait a minute, that's right. There isn't. Wait, Nakamura has wrestled there before. Now we're all going, oh shit, he's probably gonna wrestle him like a New Year's at Noah. So
And WWE does have a relationship with Noah too, so it's easy.
yeah, it's perfectly easy, but everybody who was saying that the Nakamura deal was like blocked from WWE, it's looking like it was blocked from the other side.
I mean,
And
it's
people are
obvious.
saying, no, Tony wouldn't do that, Tony wouldn't do that. Dog, like everybody that has a connection over there, instead of just being a guy that's from over here saying whatever the fuck they're saying, is literally going, yeah, WWE was okay with it. Tony blocked it. Like that's all I'm saying. They keep saying the same thing, and I'm like, I'm hearing it, and everyone's going, listen, Meltzer's wrong, Sean Ross Sapp's wrong, this person over here is wrong. They're wrong. We've heard differently. And then they're like, nope, you guys are wrong. Then Tanahashi says, no, they're all right. They're all right. Everything is right. And it's just like, yeah, no, I'm fucking vindicated again.
Because like, how the person that's the main person in this match gonna say whether it was Tony or not? Only he knows, which is Tanahashi.
Exactly. He
Nobody else
knows. Like
knows.
he knows exactly what happened. So I'm like, why are y'all just still going with this narrative? But it's fine. And then somebody's gonna say, well, Meltzer didn't actually say that like WWE blocked it. And it's like he said it in enough language to say, yeah, WWE blocked it instead of the other way.
Yeah,
So I'm just like, yeah, sometimes people just need to just the loudest voices are always wrong.
basically.
And that's what pisses me off. Cause like all of these Japanese like New Japan podcasters are saying, listen, this isn't what happened, but because Meltzer's who he is going, hey, they're wrong. It's like they're not wrong. They're
Yeah.
not wrong. So back to Raw. Sheamus beats Nakamura and advances in the tournament. So they go to pick the next names for the tournament. And immediately I just got pissed off because they go, the next match is going to be Gunther versus Javon Evans. I was like, fucking hell, man. Fucking hell. Like,
But
I wanted Javon in this tournament, but you immediately killed him because we all know that Gunther's supposed to be the last guy.
I blame you.
You could blame me for that. You could blame me for that, but it's perfectly fine. But I'm pissed off because like that's what they thought, and they go, "Oh, this is what we're gonna do." And then we get Solo Sikoa versus, you know what? I'm not even gonna name this person. You'll find out next week. So I'm just pissed off. Now,
Yep.
what I feel and what they should do is let John Cena keep the fucking IC title.
Hmm.
Let him keep the IC title. And instead of fucking Gunther winning this tournament, let Obafemi win this tournament and face John Cena and become the new Intercontinental Champion.
Yes.
Like that is the most logical. And John Cena said it three fucking times. He said it three fucking times. He said, "I want to leave this place better than I found it. This is for the new generation." He keeps putting this out there. It's like, okay, Gunther is already established. He has done every fucking thing. I would be shocked, but I would be extremely happy if Javon Evans fucking beats Gunther next week.
Yeah.
Because like we all know that like it's been out there for months. Like it's been out there since fucking John Cena had fucking turned. And I'm like, his last opponent is Gunther. I literally said that and I've been saying that the whole time. His last opponent is Gunther. Now like we're getting closer to the end, it's like I would rather change the fucking match. I would rather change the match from Gunther to somebody new and put the IC title on whoever's new and make it over Femi. Over Femi's fucking great. He is the guy. Put the title on him and let him go in the fucking Raw and just dominate, just beat the dog shit out of everyone and keep the IC title. It'll be great.
100%.
Like but I don't know which way they're going because like you could put it in Javon Evans too. Like you could put it on any of the new young guys. It would be great. Like John Cena loses, they retire John Cena and win the IC title. That would be great. Gunther does it. It's like, eh, well,
I,
yeah,
I
all
was
right,
about to say
cool.
that. And anybody but Gunther. Like, I like Gunther, but he ain't it in this case.
And this is how we can tell if it's really going to be Gunther, not only from next week, but if John defends his title at Survivor Series and loses it. If he defends his title at Survivor Series and loses it, then I'm like, okay, it's definitely going to be Gunther. But if Gunther wins next week and then John doesn't defend the title, I'm just like, all right, please let him drop the title to somebody new. Like, that's the only good answer to this, but who the fuck knows how this is gonna end?
Let's hope it goes that way.
Yeah. So then we get the main event, which is a tag team title match, the Kabuki Warriors versus the Frenemies. And then Nia and Lash attack Alexa, which makes the Frenemies lose to the Kabuki Warriors. And then the Kabuki Warriors, Nia and Lash beat the hell out of the Frenemies until Io and Rhea show up to declare war games.
It makes twice back to back that Rayo's in it. I think Jay too.
Yes, here's the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
We know who both the people are on both sides
Okay.
because the Kabuki Warriors bumped into Becky 2 weeks ago. And I said this on a podcast. I said, it looks like Becky's going to be on that team.
Yes.
I said, that's what it looks like. And that's what's going to happen because next week is going to be some bullshit and Becky's going to wind up on that team. But also, the person against Becky is AJ Lee. So AJ Lee is going to be on the good side, Becky's going to be on the bad side because AJ Lee is going to show up next week and she's going to fuck with Becky. That's why she's going to lose to Maxine.
Hopefully.
Like all of that shit like makes perfect sense booking wise. It's just like this fucking War Games thing was really weird.
I don't like it for that fact. Like it's too kind of obvious with everything, you know?
Listen, I
Especially the
don't like
guys.
the fact that nobody really has beef and they just like stick people in the war games. And that's not
Hmm.
even just like here. Because also in Blood and Guts, like a lot of these people had stories, but it wasn't no deadly I hate you beef, which needs to happen. Like if you have like I hate you type beef, that's why you should go to war games instead
Yes.
of, hey, listen, hey, we're just gonna fight. We're gonna fight. All right, whatever. Like you have to have deadly fucking I hate you beef to go to war games. So speaking of war games, we go to Blood and Guts and AEW. How did you like this show?
I like the first two matches. The last one is iffy.
Okay. So the first match was the women's Blood and Guts. And it starts off with Sky Blue and Willow. And 15 seconds in, Sky gets busted open. To a normal person, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, ha ha ha, this is great." To me, the person that I am and the person that I am, I was cheering and jumping up and down because this is the type of shit Sky loves. And
Hmm.
Sky has been asking for this since she was started. In every interview, you can hear her. She goes, "You know what? I'm okay. I'd like to bleed. You know what? I would like to be on fire. I would like to do this." This is the type of shit she loves, and to watch her covered in fucking blood was like, I'm just happy because it's like, you got what you want, kid. You finally got what you want. You got to be beaten, bloodied in the middle of the ring. Congratulations.
Fucking crazy.
Yes. So that's happening. Then Julia Hart comes out. So Julia's next. Then Harley Cameron. Now, at this point, I'm like, okay, this is fucking perfect because both teams are in the tag team tournament match. So now you have two teams beefing in this match. You're like,
Yeah.
okay, this is cool. So this is going and this is going, and everything is like, it's happening. They go through a commercial break, which was really fucking long for no reason. Then Thekla comes out, and Thekla comes out with a belt. Jamie Hayter comes out. And this is really fucked up because Jamie Hayter, everybody came out with a weapon, but Jamie Hayter came out and she had two weapons. And one of the weapons was a bag that had the fucking thumbtacks. And she went to go swing it, and the thumbtack bag busted open. So thumbtacks is just all in the ring now. And it's like, fuck.
I'm not sure
So
if that was done on purpose or not.
it wasn't. It wasn't because you could see her. She just goes, fuck. And then Megan Bain comes out, but Penelope Ford, with her arm bandaged up, comes out also, and she brings Megan Bain's gold chair. Megan comes in and starts beating the fuck out of everybody. She just kills the shit out of everybody. Lays out Jamie Hayter. This is very fucking crazy. She lays out Jamie Hayter, puts a fucking trash can lid on her, then throws a fucking chair at Jamie Hayter with her arms laid out, fucking trash can lid on her face. She can't see shit. She just throws a fucking chair directly at her goddamn face.
Like
Dude,
Bush.
dude, I was so fucked up. I was like, holy shit. I was like, Jamie's dead. The ref checked on her. Willow checked on her. Everybody checked on Jamie to make sure she was all right. But Jamie was okay to compete. But holy fuck, you threw a chair at her and she couldn't fucking see it.
Crazy.
So then Chris Statlander came in, and you know what her weapon was? Her fucking title.
It like
That
she
was
had it
funny.
on for most of it.
Yes. So then Queen Aminata came out and shoot off Penelope Ford. They both injured, and I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. And so the match keeps going. Then we get Mercedes comes out and she grabs a bucket and she brings it in the ring. And then she beats the shit out of Chris Statlander, grabs the title, and it's like, oh, okay. Then Mercedes goes outside, grabs all of her belts, brings them in the ring so everybody can use them. And they just start beating the shit out of everybody else with the belts. I was like, okay, that was cool. Didn't mean that Shirakawa comes out with a spike bat. And she's just doing stuff. They're kicking her ass. And then the last person comes out, it's Marina Shafir. And Marina Shafir comes out of the crowd, comes out from the other side, and she just they open the door to let her in. She sees Chris Statlander, which is a perfect plot point. She sees Chris Statlander. She starts kicking Chris's ass. She brings her to the outside. She puts the fucking spikes on the ground and slams Chris Statlander on it. Now, I know you're like, well, why does that make sense? Because Marina Shafir is probably going to go for the title, and she's going to face Chris Statlander. And this is the start of it.
Makes sense.
Yes, it does. So she gets back in the ring. She starts kicking ass. Then Timeless Tony Storm comes in with fucking, what are they, pearls, and starts beating the shit out of everybody. Then they lock the door, and shit starts going down. And then we get one of the coolest fucking things I've ever seen. Like Mercedes like fucks somebody up, and then Thekla and Julia Hart are standing there and they're talking. Mercedes goes, "Okay, what are you guys gonna do?" And they just look at each other. and they just look and smile. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck? So they get to the edges of the fucking ring. I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? Thecla and Julia Hart go in between the holes of the cage and weasel their way out. And I'm like, holy fuck, I've never seen no shit like that. Even Bryan Danielson was like, man, the men can't do anything like that. This is fucking crazy. Dude,
That
that shit was
spot, like,
awesome.
what the fuck? Yeah.
So they get the key, they open up the door, so they take out fucking Willow's out. Chris Statlander's out. Harley Cameron, Jamie Hayter are all outside. They're all outside. And Mercedes and Chris Statlander are fighting. But everybody else is all outside. So then Thecla runs in the ring. Her, Sky Blue, Julia Hart, they run back in the ring. Because Mina Shirakawa is still in the ring, and so is Tony Storm. And fucking Marina Shafir puts Mother's Milk, which is her submission, on Mina Shirakawa. She puts a submission on her, and everybody's grabbing Tony. And Thecla grabs the titles and start whipping on fucking Mina Shirakawa. I swear to God, I thought Mina Shirakawa was dead. I thought she was fucking dead.
Same.
And Tony, dude, Tony Storm had to scream, like she had to scream, "I surrender," just for them to let her go. And I was like, dude, here's the funny part about this, and a
Mhm.
lot of people didn't realize this. You ready?
Ready?
This has tag team title implications because they're in the tag team title tournament together.
So they're winning that shit.
Dude, fucking Tony and Mina are winning this shit. They're fucking winning this.
Yep.
That's immediately what I said after this match. I was like, yeah, they're winning this fucking title. Dude.
'Cause remember how the team started? Because like they both lost their shit.
Hmm. And to me, this was the best War Games.
Yes.
This was the best War Games out of the two. Now, with that being said, I know someone's gonna get pissed off at us. Go, oh, why you say that? WWE War Games is not gonna top anything we saw last night.
No.
It's not gonna top it. Like they're gonna try to be okay. Is they're not gonna top it because they can't go to this level of blood, violence, and just craziness. They can't do that.
They can't and won't. So yeah.
Yeah. So then we had the Don Callis family beat up the Jurassic Express for the Young Bucks, and the Young Bucks have to give their decision next week, which they're fucking turning faces, which pisses me off because they're turning face and you can see it, and they're just so fucking sad, and it's like, oh, boo, okay,
Fuck it.
yeah. So then we have Will Hobbs versus Hangman, and this match was awesome, except for Will Hobbs getting fucking backdropped off of the table and bouncing when his fucking ass hits the fucking ground. I'm like, Jesus Christ, he's fucked.
He bounced like three fucking times. Like shit.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit, I hope Will's okay. But Will was okay, and they wound up battling into the crowd. And this was actually really fucking hilarious because they're battling into the crowd and they're going up, and it's this one lady, and she's standing there, and she just starts screaming and running, and she can't run because everybody else isn't running. So she's trying to get out of the way, and she's running and she's panicking. And I'm just like, oh my God, this is actually really funny. She just kept fucking, she's screaming, it's like, oh my God. And she's trying to run, but nobody's just letting her run because everybody is just like in the way, enjoying the match, but they're coming our way, and she's still trying to run. Nobody else is fucking running. And then they like, oh shit, they're coming over here. And then they eventually fucking move. And then they knock Will Hobbs off of the scaffolding onto a fucking box that had the lighting rig. And the funny part was he hit it. They did the little spark thing, but in the fucking building, they did the flickered of the lights like it infected the electrical system.
That was a nice little touch.
Yes, that was a nice touch. I like that. I was like, okay, that works. Like, cool.
Yeah, it made sense.
Yes. So Hangman gets down and then he pins Will Hobbs, and that's it. And then Shibata kicks his ass. And then Joe kicks his ass. And then Hook and Eddie Kingston come out, and I thought Hook was gonna turn on Hangman. Like I
He
was like, oh
is,
shit.
but it won't be that night. It wasn't that night.
Yes, it won't be. So then Joe gets the cage lowered down, and Hangman says, "You just wanted to fight me. You can fight me in a cage, dumbass." So yeah, they're gonna have a cage match for the title.
Like, here's the thing.
Uh
Like,
huh.
how do these wrestlers get like the fucking cages lowered and all that shit? You know what I
You know
mean?
what? That is an age old question that I have no fucking idea of. Then we had Ricky the Dragon Steamboat come out, and so Steamboat comes out and he's talking. Then FTR like interrupts him, and FTR is like, "Yo, we had your last match, blah blah blah, yada yada yada." And a lot of people got upset because they're like, "Oh, WWE stopped Ric Flair from coming out, blah blah blah." That's
I
not what
made that
happened,
joke.
huh?
I made that joke too.
Yeah, but like a lot of people were serious about that. It was like WWE stopped Ric Flair from coming out. That's not what happened though, because Ric
Yeah.
Flair is injured. He fucked himself up, and instead of being in this angle, he came out and just said hi to the crowd. And he didn't want to come out and do like he didn't want to come out and do anything because he's fucked up. And this is what Ric Flair did, and a lot of people didn't notice because they were in the crowd. He took off his sling and went out and said hi to the crowd and came back and put it on because he was so prideful. He didn't want nobody to know he got fucked up. And it's like I respect that, but like don't just go out there with your fucked up arm because like you can fuck up your arm more. Just relax. That's why he didn't do the segment because even Tony was like, "You're already hurt. I'm not gonna put you in there for like any little bit of physicality. No, you could go out and say hi to him, but you're not doing this physicality because like they were going to hit him or something. He was going to take a bump, but Tony was like, "No, your arm is fucked up. You're in a sling. You came here in a sling. I'm not going to put any risk on you because you're older. No." And that's why he only came out, said hi to the crowd, came back, and wasn't part of the segment.
Good, because yeah, no one had
Yeah.
really want to do it anyway.
Mm-hmm. So Ricky fires up and he gets beat up by FTR, and then Brodito comes out. But this was the best part of this fucking segment. And everybody, if you're not paying attention, this was the best part of the fucking segment. FTR beats the shit out of Ricky. Ben Brodito comes out, but Ricky the Dragon Steamboat is trying to get up. And then instead of just getting up to his feet, he gets up and he drops something out of his fucking pocket. And he goes, while the fight is going on, he just, no fucks given, goes, I need to pick up what the fuck I dropped. Picked it up, put it back in his pocket, and then he proceeds to chop FTR. And then I was like, dude, what the fuck? Yo,
Like, what the fuck did he
Ricky did
do?
not get
Like,
one fuck. Like he picked up his shit, put it back in his pocket, just went, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna chop him now. It's
yeah,
like it was the craziest shit. So then we get to the main event, which was Darby Allin and Wheeler Yuta being the first two people in the War Games.
blood and guts.
Okay, blood and guts. And they're fighting, nothing really serious. They're fighting, whatever. And then Orange Cassidy comes out. It's like, oh, Orange Cassidy, he's the next guy. Orange comes in, stuff is happening. Then Daniel Garcia comes in with a COVID mask, and he's wearing gloves this whole time. So I'm like, what the fuck is up with that?
Smart man.
Yes. Then the next person is supposed to be Mark Briscoe, but like I said before, they were going to injure Mark Briscoe so they could fake out and get the man advantage. Which Roderick Strong goes, no, fuck this, I'll go out for him. And at that moment, I'm like, wait a minute, is Roderick Strong even in this fucking match?
I think he was, cause
Yeah,
like
no, he was,
I
but like I forgot.
yeah, cause I swear we discussed the fact that he was gonna turn on them, like on the
Yes.
podcast.
So then Cesaro comes out, and Cesaro is the next guy, and stuff is going down, and he's fucking people up, doing a giant swing. He throws Darby across the ring through a cage. It's like, okay, cool. Then we get Kyle O'Reilly coming, and Kyle's in. Then Moxley comes in, and Mox like even Brian Danielson says, dude, Moxley's coming in before the last guy. This is kind of weird.
Yep.
And Tony Schiavone goes, well, maybe he has confidence in his team that he could come in early and he doesn't have to be the last person out. I was like, oh, okay. I mean, this kind of puts a little, you know, something there because of what happens. And like they're going, and then the last zeros come in, and Mark Briscoe's not coming in. So then we get Pac. Pac comes in. Then after Pac comes in, they literally, this is exactly what happened. I'm not joking. They lock the doors and go, match me on. Ding, ding, ding. Then Mark Briscoe breaks his way into the cage, and then he starts fighting. Then the match gets going. He sets up a table on the floor. Him and Yuta go up to the top, and I'm like, somebody's going down. Nobody goes down. They just up there fighting.
Like, what the hell was the point of that?
I don't even fucking know. I don't even fucking know. It was weird. And then everything's going. And on the outside, Darby Allin gets attacked by Gabe Kidd. Well, I was wondering where he was at. I haven't seen him in a while. I mean, guess he's back in AEW.
Where he actually works.
Yes.
Like,
So Pac and him throw Darby Allin through a table on fire. And if you watch this, Darby actually catches on fire for more than just like a second. And he burns and they have to put him out. I was like, oh shit. Then in the ring, Orange Cassidy gets his hands stapled to his jeans. So his hands are stapled in his pockets. And Kyle O'Reilly catches John Moxley, put him in an ankle lock, puts him in an ankle lock. John gets out, puts him in a bulldog choke. Then Kyle puts him in an armbar and then puts him in an ankle lock. And Moxley's in there all by himself. Moxley is there, nobody to help him. He's in the ankle lock, and Moxley taps out to Kyle O'Reilly.
crazy.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, this made so much fucking sense.
It
Cause
did.
soon as he tapped out, I was like, we never got an ending to the match. We never got an ending to Kyle O'Reilly versus John Moxley. We never got an ending. I said that a few weeks ago on the podcast. I said we never got a fucking ending. They need to have an ending to this match. This match needs to end. They need to have a final match. And in this match, Kyle O'Reilly was the one that tapped out John Moxley.
You know, worst part of this match though?
What?
In my mind, I'm like, oh, that means Kyle O'Reilly gets a title match.
Dude, you're not wrong. That's
Okay,
exactly what the fuck I thought too.
okay, okay, not just me then.
Like I was like, okay, he's getting a title match against Moxley, and then I remembered Moxley's not the champion.
Okay, not just me then. Good,
No,
good.
it's not just you, because I thought the same shit. I was like, yeah, he's getting a title match, right? Mm, that's not happening because Moxley's not the champion.
Although,
Mhm.
like, you could argue the fact Moxley holds the record for the most titles, I want to say, because I think he's like a three-time champion, and he's
Hmm.
also had it the longest, I think.
Yeah.
So with that, you could argue the fact maybe Kyle deserved a title match.
So like the only question I really have with this is like, what do you do with Kyle? Like, do you separate him and like throw him in the singles division now, or
Yeah,
like do you keep him in a tag division? Like, what do you do?
eh, yeah, keep him in the tag division, but give him a chance because he's not beating Hangman or he's not beating Joe. So
Because the thing is, he's been world champion before. He's been Ring of Honor world champion before. So this isn't like something that's like, oh, this is way out of the water. This isn't something he would do. He's been champion before,
yeah,
but I don't know what they would do here. Like, I don't know what they would do here. I don't know if they would actually push him to the level of actually being champion. So that's why I'm like kind of confused. Like, do you think that they would keep him there? Or they change it? Like what would they do?
here's the issue, right? You said he was a former Ring of Honor champion, right? Valid.
World champion. Yep.
That's a good thing, right? But
Hmm.
remember where Ring of Honor is right now. So if they don't give
I
a
mean,
fuck about actual Ring of Honor, they're not gonna give a fuck about him. You know
okay,
what I mean?
that's true. That's true. Because I don't think they would actually do anything like what they should do with him. Because you could put him in a title match, have him one on one with Hangman. It'd be okay.
Hmm.
Like, it's not gonna be bad. It'd be okay. But it's not like they like. There's a bunch of other titles they have. Also, there's a bunch of titles they have. They could throw another title on him.
True.
Like, I would say he could beat Okada, but that's going to fucking Takeshita. He's gonna wind up beating Okada. I'm like, okay, that works. But the North American title, or whatever, what is the new title? The North Mid
Uh,
Atlantic title?
uh, National.
The national title. He could win the national title. That'll work.
Yeah, why not? Fuck it.
Yeah, he could win the national title. That would be cool.
Yeah.
He could like because they have a bunch of belts. Like they should put another random belt on him. Just like, hey, here you go, strap up.
Hmm.
Like
Give
I'm
him
like
something.
I'm totally okay with that. But like him just like winning and then doing nothing, it's like, eh.
Which I feel like more than likely that's the scenario we're getting. So
Yeah, because like if by I'm gonna give it a March. If by March he is not a number one contender or a champion, this was a failure.
thank God you gave it enough time, because remember how this company works. Everything's fucking late.
Yeah, that's true. Like so by 2027 he should be champion.
Yeah, there you go.
Cause like this has to mean something. Like this has to mean something. Like you build up this story. The story is going the way it's going. This has to mean something. Like you can't just throw this away. And this has to fucking lead to a title. It has to lead to something good.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I really hope, man, because I like there's something that they could do with him. Like, hey, I beat John Moxley, this and that, and then you can have Roderick turn on him. Like, oh, you don't want to be a tag team with me? Like, that's all I wanted to do with you. I wanted to be a tag team, but now you want to do this? Oh, fuck you. And it's like, okay, all right, here we go. Like, we have more story. We have stuff going on.
That works.
Yeah, it's stuff there. And I know people have the little thing where they do the joke, oh, AEW doesn't have stories. Like, we go through it every week. There's stories. It's just the fucking follow up. That is the problem. The stories are there. It's the fucking follow up. If you don't follow up with the stories mean nothing. That's
Yeah,
the only problem. You have to fucking follow up. But yeah, like I think the women's blood and guts was way better. The men's blood and guts, even though people are like, "Oh no, it was really great," it was good. It was not as good as the women's.
it was mid, if anything. Like the fucking hangman match was way better, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. And Desmond Xavier is back in TNA. Well, coming back to TNA, not like back officially, but he's coming back to TNA.
All right, way to go.
So that I mean that's a great thing because he gets to team up with the Rascals and hopefully they let him do something.
Yeah,
And I know a lot of people are saying, "Oh, WWE let him go because he this and he that." Shawn Michaels was high up on him, and Shawn wanted to do stuff with him. Shawn really was like, "Yo, I like this kid. I think this kid is great." And if Shawn Michaels said the same thing he said to everybody else that got let go, he's really behind him and he wants him to do more. So hopefully we get to see him back in WWE eventually.
I have no doubt. Give it like a year or two.
Yeah, like I'm ready.
Yeah,
So yeah, that is anything else you want to add to the podcast?